Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have one exercise. Find all root of the equation h power 6 plus 35 h power 3 plus 216 equals 0. Do you know how to solve this? If you know, do it. When you do it or this, please come back to watch my video from beginning to the end to verify your solution. And before we go to the solution, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Okay, now let's spend my time. We go to the solution together. Okay, look at our equation. That this a power 6. So this I can write it a power 3 all square. So this I can write it 8 power 3 all square. And plus this 35 and this h power 3 and plus this 216 equals 0. And now this is also that I can let it, okay, let a is equal to 8 power 3, and now this we get this new equation that a squared plus 35 is and plus 216 equals 0. Okay, now this we also can multiply gross it if we know that this a squared I also can write it is and this multiply is and this 216 I also can write 27 and multiply 8, and now this we multiply gross we get 27 a's and this we get HA, and we adding it we get 35 is the same of this point. And so now our equation we can write it equal to is this plus 27 and multiply this is and plus 8 equals 0. Okay, now this we get this is, so I replace it by 8 power 3. So now I can write it 8 power 3 and plus this 27 I get 3 power 3, and this we replace by 8 power 3 and plus this we get 2 power 3 and equals 0. And now this we use the rule that we have this if we have is power 3 and plus b and power 3 is equal to a plus b and multiply a squared minus ab and plus b squared. And so now this we use this we get it's the equation get h plus 3 and multiply x squared minus 3 and multiply 8 and plus 3 squares and multiply this we get h plus 2 and multiply h squared and plus h and multiply 2 and plus 2 square, oh, sorry, this minus, and equals 0. And now we get its halves for factors, that's 8 plus 3, and this I write it down, x plus 2, and this x squared, this minus 3h and plus 9, and this h squared minus 2h and plus 4 is equal to 0. And now this we have 4 factors. If we know that the factors is equal 0, that we get 1 factors equals 0 and 1 factors equals 0. And so this now we get it. Okay. Now this and we get is 8 plus 3 equals 0. And this 8 plus 2 equals 0. And this 8 squared minus 3h and plus 9 equals 0. And this 8 squared and minus 2h and plus 4 equals 0. Okay, now this 8 plus 3 is equal 0. So we get 8 is equal minus 3. And this 8 plus 2 is equal 0. And we get this 8 equal minus 2. And this, we get this, we just do that. We have this equation that a squared plus bh plus c equals 0. So we get the values of this equation that h equals minus b plus or minus square root of b squared and minus 4 and multiply a and multiply c and divide by 2a. And so if you use this rule, so we get the root of this equation that h equals minus n minus 3 and plus or minus square root of minus 3 or squares and minus 4 and multiply 1 and multiply 9, and this divide by 2 and multiply 1, and it's equal this, we get this 3 plus or minus this is equal the square root of 9 and minus 36, and then equals square roots as minus 27 and equals 3 square root of 3 I, and so this I get plus or minus 3 squared 3i and divide by 2, and also this we get the solution h equals minus and minus 2 plus or minus square root of this minus 2 or squares, and this minus 4 and multiply 1 and multiply 4 and divide by 2 and multiply 1 and equal to this, we get the square root of 4 and minus 16 and equal to minus 12 and equal to square root 3i, and we get plus or minus 2 square root 3i divided by 2, and we simplify it, we get is 1 plus or minus square root of I. So now we have set root that this h equals minus 3 and h equals minus 2, and this 2 root h equals 3 plus or minus square root 3 square root 3i divided by 2, and this h equal to plus or minus, okay, this we write down, sorry, h equal 1 plus or minus square root I is our equation. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Goodbye.